difficult question, so I'm going to go light on you now and ask some easy ones. How are you going to come up with the money to fix our roads?
Oh man, that's an easy one, thanks. So as conservatives, you folks in our part of the world, we're frustrated when we see the federal government and even the state government doing things it shouldn't be doing, right? They're wasting money on silly stuff where they have no business. But in the area of transportation, that's something the government's supposed to be doing. They're not doing it. So where are we on that? We all know about the gas tax. We all pay the gas tax. I think we have the sense that's supposed to go for roads. Well, it is supposed to go for roads, but for years that money was being diverted to other places. And not a lot of it was ending up in Fund 6, which is for roads. So we're making some progress. Finally, we've ended those diversions from the gas tax, so that money, except for the part that goes to public education, that money is going for roads. We've also done something else that the voters approved, and that is when you buy a new car, you pay a sales tax on that. And our economy is still growing. Folks are buying new cars. So going forward, a portion of that tax you pay when you buy a new car is going to go for transportation. So between ending the diversion, doing that tax, taking the money from the new motor vehicle sales tax, we're getting a little bit more money over there where it belongs. We also have to confess that as Republicans, under Republican leadership, we have moved away from pay-as-you-go and moved into debt for paying our roads. So starting this session, we're paying those bonds down, getting away from debt. So the answer is take the money the taxpayers are already giving us, the gas tax, the motor vehicle sales tax, put that money for transportation, see if that gets us far enough. If it doesn't, then we can talk about more revenue. But by and large, wouldn't you say the government doesn't have a revenue problem, it has a spending problem. So let's take the money we're spending and put it where it's supposed to go for transportation.
TxDOT is one of our largest agencies in the state. It's so large that it's very similar to the federal government, that it can lose $1 billion and not know about it, and then find it, and then lose it. I think one of the solutions is perhaps to limit its scope and to allow our counties and our municipalities to have more money and more control over their roads and focus the state on the highways between the larger cities and limit their scope and their concentration. I also think we need to stop chasing federal funds, and that's a complicated issue, but those monies come back with chains, not strings, to fund bike paths, walking paths, and things that, though we appreciate, they're not essential. I'm concerned about I-20 becoming like I-35 is right now. And Representative Hughes just spoken about ending the diversions. Those are good steps that we've made. I do think we should take the additional nickel or a quarter of the fuel tax and put that towards roads too, and fund that same amount from the general fund for schools, so that all of the fuel tax goes to fund our roads. But we need to limit government. When we do things in the private sector and they don't work, we try something else. We don't just need to throw more money at it and more people. We need to be smarter at it.